Now, from the Weather Tracker TV Storm Studios, this is your weather tonight. Here's Chief Meteorologist William Cole.
All right, well, good Wednesday evening, everybody. I tell you what, we've got a busy evening and truly a busy overnight of North Texas weather on the way. Still tracking this heavy rain event that appears to be coming together, and some folks are going to have some excessive rainfall amounts by the time it's all said and done tomorrow. Again, 2, 3, 4, maybe even some locations talking about 5 inches of rain. A little hard to believe, but I tell you, I'm going to show you the latest data. I'm going to walk you through the rain timeline over the next few minutes. And then we've got some good news on down the road. The weekend forecast, still think you're really going to like that. We just got to get through this speed bump that, again, is on the way, again, a little bit later this evening and tonight. So rain coverage will be increasing as we go through the evening. It's not going to be a wall of water this evening. If you are making evening plans, upper 50s, it's a doable evening. But again, later this evening into the overnight, it's truly going to be a different story. And I think even first thing tomorrow morning, unfortunately, for that morning commute, could be a completely different story as well. But this is what radar looks like now. Again, you can see widely scattered activity. This is essentially what it's looked like through the afternoon. Again, there's been pockets of rain, passing showers, moving through. This is not really a big deal whatsoever when you look at it, but this will continue to fill in, right? The coverage will fill in, and then especially once we get to right around 9, 10 p.m. as our big upper level storm system is now on final approach into the area, rain is going to blossom and the intensity is going to come up very quickly, and there still may even be a couple isolated severe storms we'll talk about as well. But look at this storm system. I'm actually zooming directly into it. Look at the counterclockwise spin. Look how impressive this is. So this is still across parts of Arizona, now crossing the border into parts of New Mexico. And again, as we go through the rest of this evening, as we go through the overnight, this storm system will be moving directly across North Texas. It's a slow mover right now. It should be picking up speed, hopefully, and I say hopefully because it's going to be raining, and it's going to be raining pretty heavy through the overnight. It's going to take until this storm system really passes through the area for things to begin to taper off tomorrow. So the timing is maybe still a little suspect, but right now the way it looks is we get into mid-morning, tomorrow, Thursday morning, we should taper things off relatively quickly, and then we have improving weather. But again, like I mentioned, we've got to track that timing carefully, again, with rain in progress first thing tomorrow morning. But here it is, again, as we go through the evening, you can see right here the area pink and even white beginning to blossom. Notice how the storm even strengthens as it moves directly across North Texas. Rising motion, a flux of moisture coming up from the Gulf of Mexico. All those things combine, adding to this heavy rain event potential. And you can see, though, going forward, once the storm system clears out, we go into really what we call zonal flow, west to east. And as we head into the weekend, no additional storm system showing up. In fact, even a little bump here in the jet stream, that's a ridging pattern, and that typically means quieter weather and milder weather. And as it turns out, that's exactly what it means. I think you're going to like that weekend forecast I'll show you here in just a moment. But again, as we go through, mainly through the overnight, as activity really begins to blossom around the area, severe storm or two can't be ruled out. Quarter-size hail, winds to 60 miles per hour. We'll track that carefully. Not impossible, but again, keep in mind, not overly likely. And then as we go through tomorrow, Thursday, everything as it continues to push off to the east, there's a more probable opportunity of severe weather off to our east, again, for tomorrow, Thursday. Otherwise, the heavy rain zone, this has been adjusted just slightly. It's been brought a little further to the east, still includes the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. Anywhere in the darker shade of green, excessive rainfall totals are going to be possible. So here we go, 9, 10 p.m., everything blossoms. And look at this, as we go through the overnight, that ribbon of heavy rain just doesn't move. It doesn't move until really about 6, 7, 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. Then everything pushes off and we begin to clear things out. This is the latest run of the model, and some of these totals have come up now, 2, 3, maybe 4 inches. Some locations, not impossible to maybe pick up 5 inches of rain. So again, big time rain totals will be on the way. Again, you can see it's a likely opportunity 100% as we go through the evening and the overnight. So temperatures overnight really don't move a whole lot, again, with rain in progress. Again, 100% rain opportunities. And then again, you can see even as we get into tomorrow, once we taper off the rain, temperatures do rebound back into the 60s. So that'll be nice. There's your ending rain probabilities, again, pushing off to the east. And the better weather, well, it does continue even into Friday. Again, with more 60s on the way, we'll continue to build on those temperatures. Look at your weekend. We're talking about highs in the mid to even mid-upper 70s by the early part of next week. And again, the good news is the forecast looks mostly dry after this heavy rain event as we head into next week. A lot more coming up. Stay with us.